have a very special guest with us today. Jackie Kennedy Onassis is here.
Hello.
Hi. So before you became the First Lady, what were you involved in?
After graduating from George Washington University, I worked for the Washington Times Herald as an interviewer and a photographer. This is where I met John F. Kennedy, my late husband.
How do you think that the public views you, positively or negatively?
I would like to think that it is all positive criticism, but I have received some negative criticism. I'm very outspoken and passionate about what I believe. When I was the First Lady, I tried to keep my opinions to myself, that way to not stir up controversies. But now I'm free to say what I want and think how I want, and I believe passionately in everything that I do.
How did you feel about John's passing at the time, especially being a major face in the media?
Grieving is never an easy thing, and it's something that should really be done in private. But being the First Lady, I had to face the media and I had to face America. And instead of just losing it completely, I was angry. And I wanted to show the world what a terrible thing that criminal committed.
How did you do that?
I wore the same suit that had the blood spattered. Of Jack's blood on it. I was advised to change, but I wanted to show the world how terrible the crime had been and how it had impacted me.
So I've heard that you've compared the time in the White House to Camelot. In what ways are your two stories similar?
Well, Camelot is just a magical kind of thing. John was a lot like King Arthur, and I was his queen. Everyone adored our young family. It was just a very happy time, like a magical time. And it was kind of ironic because a couple weeks before the assassination, we were actually having a party and we played some music from My Fair Lady, which is a story about Camelot. It was one of Jack's favorite musicals. And then a couple of weeks later, after the tragedy, I really realized the similarities between our story and their story.
Well, on a lighter note, you've clearly started several fashion trends for women all across America. What are some of your favorites?
Oh, definitely the color pink. Anything with pink in it, I love to wear. I think it's a really strong power color and kind of has overtaken the color red instead because it's a little bit more feminine and like sweet. Also, I really like hats. I'm not wearing it today because this is like an interview and I want to look my best. But generally, I have a hat on. I love big sunglasses. They've actually been nicknamed after me, Jackie.
What about your necklace?
Oh, my pearls. I never leave home without my pearls. I think they're a very pretty accessory and they add a very elegant look. I like to be very modest and keep my outfits simple. And I want to be a good role model for my children and show them that you can dress nicely and still have fun and love your clothes.
Well, thank you so much for your time, Jackie. It was great getting to hear from you.
Well, thank you for having me on your show.
Anytime. It was our pleasure.
All right. Nice seeing you. You too.
Here comes the sun, here comes the sun.